In this tutorial we're going to look at the fillet command inventor. The first thing I'll do here is create a standard block, as I've done in previous tutorials, 100mm long by 50mm wide. On this block then we're going to create different forms of fillet and constrain them using different parameters and different variables. So just finish that sketch there and extrude the block. Most people think of fillets, I believe, as just a straight fillet along one edge or numerous edges. However, in this tutorial I'm going to show the different methods of actually creating variable fillets. So at the saw at the top there we clicked the fillet button, which brought up the fillet dialog box, and immediately, because there's only one part on the screen, we're able to immediately pick individual edges. So we'll pick the far edge and the near edge, and we'll go back now to the dialog box itself, and just here you can change the actual radius of the fillet itself. Now the default is set as 2mm, so we can change this to wherever we want, and on this occasion we'll change it to 3, click apply and click cancel. As you can see now, at the moment there's a 3mm fillet on the edge of this block and also on the top edge. If we just return to the home view there for a minute, we can go back to the fillet again. The fillet dialog box comes up, and you also get the option of selecting a loop. On this occasion now, it's not just an edge that's selected, but you actually select an entire loop of the block. Now since two edges are already filleted, it's just going to pick the remaining two edges. So if you click here or there, same thing. As soon as you click, it applies that loop, and we get the chance here to change the radius again. Click apply and click cancel. So now we have two different types of fillets covering the 4 different edges. If we just turn the block around here slightly, you can see it a bit clearer. This shows the use of single fillets with no variables. So I'm just going to undo this for a moment just to make this a bit easier to see. If you click fillet again, there's a tab on top which is the variables tab, and this opens up a menu where you can select different edges, and once this is done you can actually pick predefined points on the edge to create fillets of different radiuses. So now just at the moment you're just going to pick along by the edge, and as you hover over the edge itself, the little yellow icons come up, and just click anywhere you want, and these are the points that the fillet variables are going to be created in. Now that's done there, you can actually see that the dialog box itself has updated to the different points, the radius of the points at the existing state and their positions. So we can change these radiuses now as we require. So if we go back up the top, you can change the first point that was put in, second point, third point, and so on. If you're happy with the selection, just click apply and cancel. At the moment now we have a fillet that is varying upon the entire length of the edge. And of course this can be changed any time you want to by just editing the feature. So just right click, edit feature, and go back in again and change any radiuses. And this is very useful in the furniture and wood industry, where the appearance of any piece of furniture, for example, is very important. This continuously variable fillet allows for many different machining possibilities, and also just to increase the nice aesthetic appearance of any product. Just turn it around there, get a better look at it. We just undo this now for the purpose of clarity of the tutorial. I'll just click fillet again. Now also at the top here you'll notice that you have constant, which was the initial setup, variables and also setbacks, where you can set back the fillet into the actual component. These two here allow for different characteristics of fillets. The one that's highlighted at the moment is actually the smooth fillet. This can also expand the parameters that can be used on the fillet command, and also expand the applications in industry. And the top one there is the tangent fillet. That's the one we're using at the moment. We can select individual loops on faces as well, just to actually do that face or the entire face of the whole component. So this time the whole face of the component is selected, and the radius. This is very useful where you might have many faces on a component or one part. Since the block is 5mm thick, a 5mm radius will totally round down all edges down to the bottom. This saves time as well from sketching on individual faces, trying to create curved sections. Turning just to get into the home view, we'll just undo that there again and go to the fillet command. You can also select all rounds, so this will automatically select every edge of the component and round that to the radius that is specified. Now on this occasion here, we notice that since the block is 5mm thick, the actual radius cannot be carried out due to the fact that it is actually set as 5mm also, so the top and bottom edges are clashing. We can create a 2D sketch on top, and we actually place a circle on top of the component. If we finish this sketch here, we can actually extrude a cut of the circle through the component, or a partial way if required. So we're going to select all, so it's going to create a cutout to the component itself. Now we can create a fillet on this actual cylinder that has been cut from the rectangle. So we can click fillet, the feature, click the circle, and we can adapt the radius to suit any parameters we have then.